Relax, don't go anywhere. Next is up.
And good evening, all. All right. So who wants to talk about past lives, future lives, now lives? Anybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now we're going to have a little bit more fun. I stood up the other day. That was interesting. We're not going to do it today. Don't worry, Rita.
Thank you.
Open the eyes, too. That was amazing. Really wish you guys could see what you really see. But you will. All right, so let's say everything is now. Everything is in the moment, for only in this paradigm you have time. Parts of your brain, your synapses between your actual neurons and stuff are farther apart for a reason. For that creates a moment in time to give you the feeling of time. There is no time. For those blank times are covered up by memory that we built in as well. So there's no break in time. Make sense? All right. So everything is now. So all of your past lives are now. And what I mean by all of your past lives, we'll just talk about your human past lives. This incarnation, this paradigm, roughly 16.3 billion years ago. Most of you have been here 20 to 30,000 times. For long ago, we used to live 800, 900 to 10,000 years if we chose. But as humans, we get bored. So we leave. Come back. Try it again. Every one of you been something in your life. Make no mistake about it. If you ever have a thought, you did not imagine the thought. And please, let's give up a term. Oh, honey, that's just your imagination. For you have crushed that belief system into nothingness and fear. Watch your words, please. All right, so now, all of these incarnations were for a reason. To understand yourself, once again. This is going to get a little sticky, so hang on, because I'm reading the room. Most of you have been rapists, murderers, conquerors, warriors. Most of you that were the rapists were the rapee. Were the slayer, were the slayee. Were the king, the presidents, the tyranny, the czars, the oppressed, the slaves, the masters. Why? Because you wanted to experience it. How horrible. Ah. So you're calling God horrible. But if you use the God of the Bible, the one that is separate, that put the laws in place that you could never, ever live up to. Ever. It was a controlling to relax. There are parts that are real in the Bible, yes. By the way, the entire book of Matthew, throw out, it's a forgery. It was written 400 or 500 years after the original three, which were diced and sliced a million ways anyway. So when you call something bad, that means there has to be a good. Don't you think? Ah, so let's give up the term good, and then there's no bad. How about love? I'm trying to give you an idea to shift yourself from here to here. Up here. Make sense? Because if everything is creativity, everything is love, because everything was created out of love, then be that. And when you see that, understand it's only one thing. Creative love. For why would you choose to experience these things? To understand you as yourself, the limitless creators. But in forgetfulness, there's domination, there's security, there's fearful, there's separation, there's comfort in separation. If you find like-minded people, or the color of your skin, or whatever that is. But you even hate each other in there too, don't you? So that must not be the problem. But back to the point of creativity. Each and every one of you wanted to try everything. Why? To experience it. To understand the fullness of unlimited creation. So that's why you accepted this challenge. For the game went into play, there were not many takers. Because how can you take something when there's only dark, with no light switch? None to be found. But look at yourselves now. Look at the love in the room. Listen to the laughter of the child. Walk upon the land and see creativity everywhere. So now you need to do something for yourselves. See creativity everywhere. Love that. Accept that. Doesn't mean you have to do it. Why? Because you already understand it. So there's no more seeking that understanding. That's why we're in time of the Ascension. For we fulfilled all of this. And we woke up to this. Here we are. The time of the Ascension is upon us. Happen any time now. For if you want to know the rules in place, so to speak, 51% service to others is your key. If you are vibrating at a vibratory state of 51% love for yourself, which is love for others, the collective ascends. That's it. But there's a lot to sleep. So how do you do it? Love yourself fully. Act upon your highest excitement. And do not fear yourselves. For all of your past lives, your now lives, and your future lives are all here helping you. All of them. You need understanding of your future self. Ask. You have a challenge in front of you. Ask. Oh, but that voice is just my imagination. That's your belief. That's you talking to you. Sometimes you get other voices, and those are your other selves. No, you're not schizophrenic. Or there's a lot inside of you. Let's call it infinite. So, let's talk about family. Jeff and Renee. Rick and Meryl. She already knows. Rick knows. Meryl, you know yet?
She's quieting the dogs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stand up, Renee.
Brittany, you mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, Brittany.
Brittany.
Who is Renee? Is there a Renee in the room? No. Thank you. Sit back. The daughter, her daughter that's coming. The entity is her brother that passed away. How awesome is that? Hmm? So, lots of times in your life, husband and wives have been fathers and daughters. Grandmothers become daughters of their daughters, sons of their sons. Sisters become husband and wives. Why? Because we like to hang out. It's our friends, it's our understanding. Then there are ones that come and split. Left and right, right and left. You come together and say, no, I'm done with you, thanks. Let's go this way, we're going to go this way. Then you come back together because you want to try something new. So make no mistake about it. As soon as you get the thought of that person, who they are in your life, that's them telling you who they were in your life. Who they might be in your life if you choose. So you are very closely connected to your family. So please, love them, forgive them, because this is where your belief core beliefs lie. Does that make sense? So that's why you chose them, to give you the complete understanding. And if you understand that they are loved, you will love yourself and your beliefs will be free and you will ascend. Make sense? So don't let it freak you out because you're married to your mother. Which happens. Any questions? Anyone want to know about themselves? Past lives, future lives, now lives, different incarnations. The endless Pleiadians that are in this room.
I'd like to know
Yes.
our past lives.
How many would you like to know?
The most interesting.
Ah, I love that. Hang on. Who asked that question?
Gina.
Oh, hi, Gina. I'm Jane. How are you, sugar?
Great.
All right, the most interesting. That's a really good question because here's what the truth is about it. You've led a lot of boring lives, a lot of you. You all right, baby? I saw you breathe.
Yeah.
All right. You want the most current from past life?
Most interesting. And what that I can learn from.
All of them, truly. But some of them. I don't want to be a spice merchant anymore. 1500s. Soldier wares in a little trailer, pulling it along. That one was boring. Interesting one. Ah, yes. Are you married? Why not?
I don't know.
Who is Ernie to you?
He's right here.
Who is he to you? There he is. Hi,
I don't
baby.
know yet.
So you gonna find out. Remember what I just said a few minutes ago? Well, it wasn't me, it was my hive, but Roxie's hive. Anywho, those were one of those, we're gonna get together later. You guys been together a long time. Lots of lives, lots of fun. All right, let's talk about
What about
1700s, 1750s, somewhere in that time. Slave, master, Georgia, cotton field, moved out. All of you, by the way, every American has been a slave, most likely, and the master. Why? So we can get rid of it, and we did. Ernie. You were the chambermaid. In other words, you banged him all the time. That's an interesting life. You had four or five children from him. So follow your highest excitement. So that's one of them. That was recent. Your mother, father. New York, 1935. Ringing a bell? Died, young girl. Disease. Didn't learn much from that. You were only 8 years old, 8 or 9 years old. Came back pretty quick. Stayed together. You weren't there that time. Another good past life. We can go ancient.
Yeah.
There's an unknown civilization down in South America. It hasn't been discovered yet. Right at the tip. Chaluta. You were one of those. Kind of like an Inca kind of idea. You're familiar with Inca, Mayan, that kind of thing? Very tribal, very spiritual. You were a leader a couple times, medicine man once. Engineer, built pyramids. Can't believe they haven't found them yet. They're all down there. Your pyramids, yes, are a big alien project, so to speak. Those were fun. Oh my. You want to hear this one? Stand up. Turn around. Everyone meet Jack the Ripper.
Sorry.
I said thank you, Jack the Ripper. I didn't have to.
There it is. There were a couple copycats as well. But you're the real deal. Who else is famous? Oh, we'll get to it. You experience that to experience that. I know you all look at that with the judgment. But that's why she asked the question. I answered it to give you that understanding that it was love. Make sense? See how powerful you can be if you choose? For in love lies everything. Freedom. Wink. She was one of yours in the mystery schools. You took 4 lifetimes to get through the 12 mystery schools in ancient Egypt. Because you weren't choosing in that. All right, there was 2 sets of mystery schools, one 4,500, one 10,000. So look, in the middle of the second long count. You all right, baby? So a mystery school, you have 12. You go through and learn to ascend through the schools. But at that time, you were only living like 200 to 300 years. So it took you 4 times to come back to go through it. She was there the whole time. Then she collapsed an entire timeline because she was pissed. Which you can do with the agreement of the collective. So anyways, Yeah, you went too full. Then you died early for some reason. Do you meditate?
I can do guided meditation, but I don't seem to be very obedient to myself.
Ah, so now take away the paradigm you have to go be obedient to yourself and you will do it. Because that's preventing you from doing it. And I think wise because someone gave you an idea on how you're supposed to meditate. Do you not know you are your own masters, you are your own universe, you are your own endless knowledge? Do you have to pee?
No, I'm sorry. I've been having some shoulder pain.
Well, then we shall do a healing on you. Roxie will do a Hathor healing. It's a little freaky, so relax.
Can we take a break before we do that?
Yeah, what time is it?
We got 45 minutes.
Oh, there's peeing going on. I know.
So,
Break.
break.
Thank
Hi.